these orbs have been found, and one of them, well, I guess the first one was the lens, so I guess 8 of these orbs have been found and installed, and this will be the 9th one. What sort of world am I going to look into now?
Observe.
Okay, the sun is finally coming out. Those rabbits should have come out by now. There they are. I need to kill a couple of these guys and get some breakfast. Although, well, I've got a poisonous potato, but it doesn't look very good. Alright, let's go ahead and nick this guy in the bud, so to speak. Oh, you're tougher than a chicken. Okay, there's one. Here's 2 more. Why do I fear the black one? Okay, it wasn't the Bane of Carnagog, whatever. Alright, I think I've got enough food. I better make my way back. I have a long journey ahead of me. Whoa. What the heck? Ooh. It always startles me when I see Pumpkin Town for the first time. Well, I mean, like, when I come back to Pumpkin Town and I see the architecture that these pumpkins have made. Oh. Can I has water bottles? I should probably only take 3. Fire resistance potion. So wire cutters, okay. Output 2 engine. Input. Engine. Jack is going to help me break down some barriers. Oh, look at that. This is sweet. This is a sweet build. Oh, I thought I saw a creeper. This is a sweet build. Let's close the door behind me. I'm suddenly a little bit anxious. Let's get some wood. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love it. Moonshine scroll. Let's see if there is a particular place. Oh, activate the scroll. Oh. 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 Ooh. 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 Oh, that was cool. That was so cool. Moonlit pumpkin. I got the moonlit pumpkin. Oh, and it has a head chopper offer. Oh boy, is that for people that steal emeralds from chests when other people aren't home? Let's chop someone's head. Oh, it worked. Oh, I think I'm gonna end up chopping my dad's head off. I have a feeling. I'm enjoying this so far. Yep, this is my last. Whoa, careful there. Careful there, buckaroo, bonsai. It's going to be hard getting back up. But I think... Ooh. Oh, did I just go down too far? Uh-oh.
Oh man, that was so awesome. Oh, that was so good. That was a fantasy adventure map.
Consider what you have seen and record it fairly.
Alright, so Bane of the Pumpkin Lord by Deathwind31. I'm going to give this one a 17 out of 20. That is an excellent above average score. The gameplay mechanics were really great. Lots of different types of things you can do. Combat, navigation, a little bit of logic puzzle, even a little bit of brewing. Lots of fun stuff to keep you busy. The special effects were awesome, particularly the part with the moonshine pumpkins. I absolutely loved it. All of the effects actually added to the overall story. The build itself was very, very good as well, and I really liked the level of detail that was added in all the sections. In addition to the color palette, it felt very much like a small town in the shadow of the mountains, and then there was all kinds of other little nooks and crannies of build. Very good job. The overall experience I thought was great. The story was pretty straightforward. I got a tiny bit confused at the end of who was my dad versus the priest versus the Pumpkin Lord. But overall, I really thought it was a good story. And then from a challenge perspective, I felt it was just the right amount of thinking and just the right amount of fighting. So I gave it top score there. I thought pacing was also super good. So altogether, 17 out of 20. That was a very enchanting tale of a small town with a dark secret.
Seal the record in the vault.
This one goes down into the next vault seal. And let's take a look at how we've decorated it. Dun da da da. This one was obtained from the Mushroom Village. And so we have made it look kind of like, oh, Christmas trees. I do that all the time. So one thing about this vault, I think, and this is the first fantasy adventure map that I played.
Closer now, one more orb. This one you already possess.
What does that mean? I already possess. Okay, let me think about that one a little bit more. But one thing I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put some crops here. There we go. I think that will look pretty cool. There's some reeds that'll grow up here by the water. And then we've got some farmland, so it'll look a lot more like the actual village where I traded the orb. I wish I could talk to these guys and find out where they got that orb from, actually. In the meantime, I was thinking about the orbs themselves, and obviously in the vault, each one of these chests is labeled with the type of world that I have observed. But the orbs up here don't actually have those labels. Now, I don't want to get too close and accidentally look into one of them. But there's no way of really telling what's what. So I had an idea, and in fact I'm going to need some more leather to pull this off. But what I was thinking of doing is making some item frames and putting an item frame above each one of the doors with some sort of an icon that symbolizes the type of world that you could be looking into. Okay, so here are the first 9 world types that I've viewed, and these are, I've decided to go with blocks, so instead of mixing items and blocks. And the first one, the cyan orb, without looking into it there, these were the post-apocalypse worlds. So I used the TNT, sort of after the bomb sort of thing. The second set of worlds that I looked at were the puzzle worlds, and I've used the chiseled quartz because when I think of puzzle maps, I think of things like the code and complexity. Well, I almost looked into that one. But I wanted it to be complicated, so I used that for puzzle. I'm hearing a zombie outside. Then we have the modern fantasy, which were the blue orb in here. Modern fantasy. Those always start off with a wooden house and a little wooden village and then grow into some grand adventure. And then the modern sci-fi maps, a lot of the times those take place in a lab or something. So I was thinking of like Redstone. And those were the pink orb. Then we have game maps, which a lot of times now include bouncing on slime blocks. So the magenta orb was the game maps with the slime block. We have survival maps, which I thought of getting ores and getting golden apples in survival, so that was the brown orb. And we go down to the next level. Parkour maps. Everybody loves icy jumps, so I thought, whoa! Oh my goodness! Oh, I'm being invaded. Oh gosh, I hope there's not going to be a creeper. Oh, that was not expected. Let's protect ourselves here. I actually hear more zombies. Okay, one more zombie. That's not too bad. Whew. Holy cow. That's what I get. Parkour maps, that was the purple orb. I played Village House, that's in here. Then we have the hardcore sci-fi maps. For these, I think of spaceships made out of iron blocks, like Prior, Deephold. That was the Lime. Here we go. Sci-fi maps. And then we have the fantasy maps, like the one I just played, Bane of the Pumpkin Lord. Those often have pumpkin NPCs in them. Okay, so, and then I was also, while I was doing that, I was also thinking about where could this chest be with the orb that I already possess? What the heck could that mean? How could I already possess the orb and not know about it? I started actually looking through all of my chests, trying to come up with the answer to that question. And as I was going through my chests, I was thinking to myself, wait a minute, there's one type of chest that I haven't made, and it could have what I already possess, and that would be an ender chest. And I thought to myself, instead of making just one, I'm going to go ahead and make 2 ender chests. The reason I want to do this is I'm going to put one of them down in the vault, but the other one, I think actually I will be able to take it with me, and if I go on sort of a long adventure, and if there's any chance that I'm not going to make it back, I can quickly throw my stuff in an ender chest before I pass out, before I die, and that way I won't lose my stuff. It will be available to me back at the base. Now, alright, so we're going to pop the vault open here, and in order to reclose it I may need to break these blocks, but that's okay. Whoops, didn't want to break the torch though. And then, oh, okay, now we got to break this block, and let's install the ender chest. Oh, there it is. Holy cow. Oh my goodness.
Install the orb.
Why was I not expecting that? Okay, let's reseal this up for now. I still need to figure out what else I'm going to do with this, but holy cow. We got the orange orb. That seems... Whoa. It was with me all the time.